What's up guys, I'm Avionics, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another toy action figure review. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing as I do put out quite a few videos throughout the month. In this video, we're going to be going over the leader of the Decepticons, Megatron. Now this Megatron is the Takara Tomy Netflix version from War for Cybertron Trilogy. Now I decided to go and get this version, Netflix version, because I love the gunmetal paint job that they put on him compared to the Siege or Earthrise Megatron, where it's just like a gray matte finish paint job. But yeah, so in this video we're going to go over what the packaging looks like, what all is included with Megatron. We're going to go and take a closer look at all his details, a closer look at his articulation, and then we are going to finish off the video with scale comparisons with other Transformers. Alright, so first things first, let's take a look at the packaging real quick. So this is what the box looks like for the Netflix edition of War for Cybertron Trilogy Megatron Decepticon. Here on the side you have his menacing looking graphic. On the back here it tells you everything that comes with it and how it transforms. So Megatron can transform in 17 steps from robot form to his awesome tank. Look at how big that and mean that tank looks. Now he also does come with his captive Pinpointer, who changes in 5 steps, and then another captive minion named Lionizer. And on this side of the box is just a regular graphic. Alright, box aside. So everything that comes with Megatron himself. He comes with his huge great sword, which also converts into part of the tank's cannon. And then let's stand him up properly there. Okay, there we go. And then he has his ever so famous huge arm cannon. Stand up, there you go. So there's the arm cannon. Here's his huge great sword. And then here is his minion Pinpointer. And then here is Lionizer with his sort of a tail, looks like a huge blade, huge razor blade. And then what else does this package come with? So you have the great sword, the arm cannon, and then it comes with gun blasts for Pinpointer. So these, when you transform, let's go ahead and transform Pinpointer. 5 steps, fairly easy. Oops. Out of the way, there we go. His legs interlock or his feet interlock there at the feet. Now I did have a hard time trying to put his arms into place here. One side is able to be placed into its socket properly, but the other side I was having a hard time. So I'm just gonna kind of put it in place where it's supposed to be. But you put the gun blasts right here. 1, 2. There you go. And then with Lionizer, he comes with his little sword slash pink effect, and you just put it on his tail like that. So as he swings down his tail, it has that motion. So yeah. Alright, let's take a closer look at the details of Megatron here. I'm really partial. Just look at this paint finish, gunmetal, shiny, like that tank gunmetal color. I just freaking love it. Let's take a closer look at his face sculpt. Look at that. The light just shines off his menacing face, his evil, deceptive face. And then he has battle damage, battle scars right here, which don't appear on the Siege Megatron. And then take a closer look at his arm detail, his hands. So his hands just have a hole. They do not, his fingers do not articulate out. Look at this side. The back, his back. Yeah, check out all that awesome detail. This is made by Hasbro and Takara Tomy. One of many awesome Transformers they've designed. Alright, oh yeah, also it does include, of course, can't forget, the instructions on how to transform him. And what did the box say? 17 steps that he transforms into his tank. So before we transform him, let's go ahead and take a look at articulation here. So obviously his head glides back and forth nice and smooth, up and down, left and right, or this left, other right. But yeah, I still can't get over the look of his face, and just his paint job is just so amazing. His arms. Let's check out the shoulders. So it feels a little limited on the right side, but this section pops out when it transforms. Actually, it pops out this way. It's gonna pop out backwards, like this one's already kind of out. There you go. So his arms, up and down, they rotate somewhat along the shoulder joint. And then his elbows, obviously, and then his forearms rotate in and out as well. And then his hands, it can go inwards a little bit, you know, just like that, because they actually get stowed away inside his forearm. And then as far as his torso, he does twist left and right. And then he can lean back, lean back, lean back, and lean forward. And then his legs out, and then it also rotates right here. And then his knees have good motion too, so you can have him like standing like that. And then as far as his feet goes, this is part of how he transforms, but his feet do not swivel side to side to get a better stance at things. So that's as far as Megatron can articulate, but you can put him in some pretty decent poses. You know, like get him, Starscream. He has Energon. Let's go ahead and dress him up with his weapons. Put his great sword in one hand. They fit nice and snug. It ain't gonna come out. It's sitting in there pretty good. And might I just add, just holding Megatron, he literally feels like he's built like a tank. Even, you know, he does transform into a tank, but he literally feels nice, has a good weight to him, and he just feels so solid and just built like the tank that he is. And then you can have him hold his hand on his arm cannon like that, but in all his and everywhere you see him, it's just actually attached to his forearm like that. So yeah, let's go ahead and get him in a pose here. Get his minions next to him. He needs to lean forward. He is back heavy, as you can see. He's got that huge section on his back that's kind of weighing him down. But then here we go, and then here's Lionizer, ready to slash some Autobots with his tail. Whoa, he's a little tail heavy. There you go. So here are his transformation instructions. Here's the front side. Here's the back side. All right, let's get to transforming. There we have Megatron as the tank. With his cannon turret. And then let's go ahead and transform Lionizer. So you take him, put his tail all the way out, move his front legs all the way backwards, slide those tabs into their notches. Then flip his head all the way downwards, push all the way down, so now he becomes a little mini machete for Megatron in robot form. And then you can also still use the added swinging effect. So there's that, and then of course Pinpointer. He is basically a dual-barreled blaster that Megatron can hold in his hand with the red grip with the gun blasts. So this is when Megatron is in robot form. You can use these guys as weapons as well. I guess what you could also do with the cannon greatsword is take it back out, flip it around 180 degrees, go ahead and slide the barrel into the barrel of the arm cannon, and then you can point it up. That way you have more of a realistic cannon pointed at the sky from a tank. So there's that option as well. So one thing to note is Megatron is slightly trickier than others to transform, especially when it comes to trying to fit this piece down in between the two tracks. So just a little note on that. So as far as a difficulty scale of how difficult it is to transform Megatron on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being the easiest, 1 being the most difficult, I give him a 3 on level of difficulty of transforming. Alright, so here's Megatron holding Lionizer and Pinpointer as weapons. Now let's go ahead and stand them up next to some other Transformers for scale comparison. Alright, so here's his arch nemesis Optimus Prime. That's how they fare up, standing right next to each other, head to head. And then here's his kind of right-hand man, but also the same guy that wants to overthrow Megatron from his throne, Starscream. And then here is little Bumblebee in the forefront. Let's move these guys back a little, get Bumblebee in the full frame. And that's how Megatron fares up against other Transformers. And that's going to wrap up this video on Decepticon Leader Class Megatron from, this is the Netlfrix edition, War for Cybertron Trilogy. Once again, the only differences between this and Siege or Earthfire Megatrons is the paint job. He transforms just the same way in the other two versions. If you guys enjoyed watching this video, I'd appreciate it if you hit that like button, leave any comments down below, and please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell for more cool action figure review videos like this.